Your Majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for always returning. Trust you and yours are well and you are loving yourself and others like always. Today we will get straight into today's discussion. They said they discovered something about black people and it is going so viral, and I wanted to take you straight into the discussion.
I just saw a black woman. Okay, let me start over. It will make sense. Just hear me out. My grandma was a very important person in my life. She was very open-minded, kind of a heavy evergreener. She was kind of a hippie. Anyway, she had property up in Mount Rainier, and next to her property was this really big river, and we would go there and we would like take rocks. And we'd always look for rocks that had like really crazy patterns on it, like white streaks going down, or ones that look like granite, or maybe it was shaped like a heart. Like we just tried to find the most unique rocks. And when I was picking out all these rocks and I showed my grandma, she wasn't disappointed, but she was just like, very cute, very cute. And then she said, have you ever tried to find a rock that was very dark? I mean, very dark, almost black. And I was like, no. Like, I like the ones that have like stuff all over them. And she said, well, these are beautiful, but if you ever find a rock that is very dark, if you pull it out of the water, if you pull it out of the river and the water is still on it and you shine it in the sun, it's the most beautiful rock there is. I mean, gorgeous. And I thought, like, okay. And it really wasn't that big of a deal to me as a kid because I thought, like, okay, whatever, it's just a rock. And I want ones that have patterns all over them. Grandma, in that conversation, told me, oh, I'm gonna cry. She told me that there was this man that worked with her when she used to work in these, like, chemical labs. And he was black. And she said that when they were inside, that he was a handsome man, but he was truly the most gorgeous person she'd ever seen. When they would go outside for breaks, she said he was usually sweating a little bit from working, and when we go outside we get like a little bit of a break. The water or the sweat that was going down his face, it would just kind of sit down his head or on his cheekbones, and she said he had to have been the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. She said, and it reminded me of these rocks that I would find from the river. They truly are the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. They just glisten in the sun. And I just thought that was really sweet. And I was in my living room today and I was looking at some rocks that the girls had collected. I looked out my living room window and there was this girl, this black woman with very dark complexion walking down my street. And I know everyone who walks down these streets because I'm a stay-at-home mom and I just look out the window all day, like seriously. And she had her hair in a ponytail like this, and she had highlighter on right here that I could see from my window. Like, that's how much she was shining. And it was raining outside and there was just water like falling down her shoulders, and it just like hit me, and I was like, wow, like, Grandma was right. That is the most beautiful person I have ever seen in my life. Like, she is literally glistening. She is shining just the same as Grandma had described this rock, or the guy that she used to work with and that I secretly think she's in love with. But just wow, she was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I was just watching her walk down the road. Don't know why she's walking down here, because no one here is worthy of all that beauty. This is not the best neighborhood. I was like, why are you here? Like, what the heck? I was gonna go out the door and just let her know she looks beautiful today, and when I opened the door, she was gone. She wasn't there. I was like, what the heck? Like, there's no way she made it past the point where I can't see her anymore. But it was just so weird that I was looking at these rocks and then I saw her, and just crazy. Because she really was gorgeous.
Your Majesties, kings and queens. Oh my. Black people are the jewels of the earth. Black people are the precious stones of the world. You can call you whatever. I can keep going on and on and on. Melanated people are gold. Your melanin is more expensive than gold. Your melanin is heaven on earth. However, you want me to go about this, I just felt like maybe reminding us today again. You know, when I see the amount of melanated men and women who are not proud of their skin color and who feel like they need to bleach themselves white so they can fit into the community. And I begin to ask myself, what we have is something that cannot be bought. Why is it that we are okay to let go of that which cannot be bought and getting something which is cheap everywhere in the market? Your Majesty, you can't get anything from the world that can, give you back that color of yours if you have destroyed it. You can't easily buy your color from the market. Your color is so expensive. You can easily buy a white color because you can get any type of cream, mix up some things, rub on your body, you become white. But that particular beautiful color you have, if you have destroyed it, is destroyed. Your Majesties. It is unfortunate today that the world that we live in propagates whiteness. Like whiteness is superior. Whiteness is the real deal. To the point that our phones today, when you take a picture with your phone, you discover that you are fairer than what you look like. And you begin to ask yourself, why is this phone making me look fair? What is happening? You just take a picture. There was no editing done, but you look fairer than the way you look. And you'll be like, who asked these people who produced this phone to? I don't know if you've experienced it. When you use your phone and take a picture, it's quite different from the camera. And I noticed this while making videos. When you use a phone to make videos, especially iPhones, you become so there's this color they add to you without editing. You become so white and fair. But when you use your camera, your real color is just there, so beautiful. Your Majesties, we have what the world cannot just offer, but we are letting go of this. They tell you that your color is bad. You go destroy your color, you go destroy your melanin, and they are secretly behind closed doors doing some researches, looking for how they can be, getting melanin by day because they know that we all survive on melanin. Without melanin, we will be destroyed. It is the melanin in us that attracts the sun and give us the nutrients that we need. Now they tell you don't go under the sun, don't go under the sun. You see, don't go under the sun is for them, it's not for you. The sun is your food. Your Majesties. It is for those who do not have melanin that they say don't go under the sun because it's cancerous to their skin. It causes them cancer. Now, I see all this sunscreen. I see a lot of melanated. They are going out, they rub sunscreen on their body. They're going out, they rub sunscreen. That sunscreen is to protect your skin from the sun. Any melanated person that is using sunscreen is either you have destroyed your skin texture or something is wrong. You are not supposed to use sunscreen. Sunscreen is not for you. That thing was created for themselves. Because of the nature of their skin. You have your own sunscreen, which is the melanin. You don't need any sunscreen on your body anymore. It is unfortunate that we are living in a world where in commercials, in advertisement and everything on televisions, you begin to see how the world glorifies white color. And this all boils down to this struggle between races. We need to control people. Between these, they are not up to anything. They do not amount to anything, but they want to fix themselves by force into something and tell you that we are the superior. We are the one that have been here before you. We are the one that have been existing before you. It is through us that all of you came. All those things like that are not true. And a lot of us buy into these things. That in the continent of Africa, a lot of industries propagate bleaching creams that damages the skins of people, and they tell you it's beautiful. A lady who is dark and lovely, they don't tell her she's beautiful. But someone who has bleached her skin, has become white, they say, oh my goodness, she's so beautiful. So our own definition of beauty is that he or she has to be fair and white. That's our definition of beauty. It's unfortunate. Just like the definition of education that African American brother of ours was, boasting about, that he's educated. His own education, definition of education is that he grew up in America. He is with the colonizers, so he's educated. You see, the world is turned upside down. A lot of things that we are taking as priorities, accepting, and working with are things that originally are not. And it is unfortunate. I feel like sharing this with you just to remind us of how beautiful our skin are as melanated people. You can't just buy this from the market. Your Majesties, it's not cheap out there. Okay? Love your skin. Love the color of your skin. You see? Protect your skin. Be proud of who you are and what you look like. Be confident in your skin, your Majesties, and other things will follow. Because this cannot be bought. And a lot of other races, a lot of them, they know that the melanated is the real deal. They are aware of it. But it's unfortunate that the melanated are not aware of this gift that we have. They envy you. They look at you glowing under the sun and they wish that they are the ones. They look at you shining under the sun and they wish that they are the ones. But they can't just do that because their skin will not allow them to. You see? But before they tell you that they just want to make you, look down on yourself. Make you feel like your skin is not it. But they are behind closed door wishing to be like you. This is the world that we live in. Leave your thoughts and opinion there at the section, Your Majesties. And I'm going to see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others. Stay safe, stay positive. Always, Your Majesties. Bye for now.